All right, we are back. We are back again. Let's try this again. Let's double check the sound. How you guys doing tonight? When in doubt, do it live. Okay. Let's see. All right, let me get everything in here. Do my little sherry thing. And we're here now. Got it going. All right, so let's get on in here. Say hello to me. It feels good to be back. Welcome back, people. Say hello when you get in here. How was you guys' summer? And if you are watching the show after it has ended, please make sure you type replay down in the comment section. All right, because we're in here now. I'm super excited. All right, let me do my one more little sharing thing, one more little sharing thing. Let's get it together. Let's get it together. All right, say hi to me. Hey, when you get in here, I see you. I see you guys. All right, let me get everybody. Oh, someone needs to ask me a question. I can answer that when I get off of here. How's it going? Yes, welcome back. It was good and you. Oh, thank you. My summer was great. How y'all doing? It's the first day back of well, actually, this is like the second week of school for some of you kids. And then this is like the first week for others. All right, there we go. Got it. I got everything out. Then oh yeah, before we go anywhere, everybody help me welcome, not welcome, because y'all already know who she is, but let's wish Benita a happy birthday. So today is Benita's birthday. Let's give her all the love in the world. Let's also put some hearts down in the comments for her. Happy birthday, Benita. Happy birthday. Send some love. I hope you enjoy your day and have a fantastic time with that. Yes, Andre, we are back and we are wishing Benita a happy birthday today. So, like I was trying to say before I was rudely interrupted. Okay. um, you know how technology be technology. Um, you're welcome. You're welcome. It's your birthday, girl. Yes, they saying happy birthday, Benita. We gotta tell Benita happy birthday. Before I go any further, I have to, you got to acknowledge the people that acknowledge you. And Benita is a one hell of a freaking um person to know. She's a wonderful moderator. I mean, she even told me tonight, she was like, listen, today's my birthday and I'm out, but I'm going to jump in on the show and be on for a second and then I got to go. And I was like, girl, enjoy your birthday. But the fact that she felt the need to even, have to want to tell me that. That's why I always say, I wish I could multiply Benita 1,000 times. If I can multiply Benita 1,000 times, a lot further. As I always like to say. Shout out to YouTube. Although I was gone, I did give you guys something to watch. Did you guys get to check out the Best of Baltimore show? I'm going to show you guys that in a minute. Did you guys get to check out the show? If you did not, I'm like a teacher now. It would be very wise of you for you to go and check out the show. Hey, YouTube, I see y'all on YouTube. Say hello to me. It would be very wise of you to go and watch the latest shows that I'm working and trying something new. Y'all know, just like with anything, I always have a story. But I also been cutting up on TikTok. So right now we are working on a line dance over there on TikTok. All the people on TikTok, if you guys have seen it, if you follow me, they've been helping me come up with moves. All right, but I'm going to put the links. The link show now is with. I'm going to add this in here. The latest show is with Lovely Overload. Okay, have you guys seen that? It's with Lovely Overload. Get that to the code in because I'm gonna show you guys. Hey Joe, how you been? I'm so glad you're better. I'm so glad. I'm so glad you're better and doing well. You guys, everybody in the chat, say welcome home, Joe. We gotta welcome Joe with the soul. He's back with us. How are you doing? How are you feeling today? Y'all know I'm trying to present something to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what's up here. Y'all know. Let's see. Let's present the And just I'm glad you're here with us. So glad you're here with us. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm just want to give you guys an update before we get into what I'm going to get into. But you probably guys already seen it. I want to touch on, because it's new. It's new. But it's been on the internet for a little minute. We're gonna get into can you in, and then I'm also gonna go into the group and look for the post, right? Because check this out. I've learned that when you ask men directly what it is that they want, or you kind of like regurgitate what they say, they get quiet. They don't always do social experiments, right? So recently I just did it. And all the men failed it. All the men failed it. All the ones who usually talk and have something to say, they got quiet. They couldn't answer. And I'm like, these people are internet personalities, okay? They are personalities. How have you been? I've been well. I twisted my back though, so I'm actually sitting here with you guys in pain. Actually, I don't know what I did to my back. But your girl is in pain, okay? I was trying to get it together. I was like, Dad, all this stuff will go on the first day back to this whole can't can't keep a good woman down. I had to keep my word. I was supposed to be on a church meeting. I fell asleep, overslept during the church meeting. You know what I'm saying? I just trifling in that. My back started to keep me. Um, but Rome wasn't built in a day now. So this right here. Have you ever seen this? I know you guys probably heard this sound. Probably heard this sound out there. Oh, you can listen to that. This is the way. Hey, what's up? What's going on, you guys? We are back for another episode of The Best of Baltimore, and I'm your host, Candy. And today, I have this lovely young lady sitting to the right of me. We are inside of the lovely Overload Spa. So, without further ado, let me introduce my guest. Tell the people where you're from, what's going on. Tell them about you.
Hello, my name is Kimberly. I am the owner of Lovely Overload Spa. I am a licensed esthetician, and I have been in this beautiful space for about 5 years now.
Okay. And where are you located actually?
I am located in Parkville, Maryland, right here on Joppa Road.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So, Joppa Road. Do you make appointments? How do you go? How will people be able to come in and book with you?
Okay, so yeah, all appointments are scheduled online. You can do that by visiting my website, www.lovely-overload.com. First-time guests do require a $50 deposit. But after that, you could just book online and come in whenever you would like.
Okay, so you heard us, so we're going to jump right into it. So you've been doing it for how many years now?
So I've been a licensed esthetician since 2016.
Okay. Oh, and that's enough of that. So, so if you want to watch the rest of the show, head on over to YouTube. That's why it's important to subscribe to the channel. Um, that is the latest show. That's the second one. Shout out to Lenora Love. She is an esthetician in Towson. Beautiful spa. It's so funny because see y'all are distract me because I wish I could show y'all the like the little blooper clips. I probably can because she failed like every question. So there's a part on there where we play a game, and when we played the game, she got most of them right. But I asked the young lady, which let me ask y'all. Let me ask y'all, which state statue is on Pennsylvania Avenue? Anybody know the answer to that? Do anybody know the answer to that? Put it in the chat. And I've been on my Lord, see my face is a little slim. I've been slowly losing still. I have discovered that I like cucumber water. And that's all. Okay. Andre, yeah, Billie Holiday. Yes. Shirley with the Billie Holiday. Please tell me why this fool gonna say Cisco. Yes, she did. She said Cisco. I'm like, girl, Cisco is not on Pennsylvania Avenue. She said Cisco. And that was really funny. Shirley said, who don't know that? Okay. So that is something I would like to do. It was a lot going on. And I would have to revisit that kind of thing. But I do have one more part to release to that. And now that I'm back, I can go ahead and release that. But that's why I'm telling you guys, subscribe to the channel. Have any of you guys here seen that show? Because if y'all follow me and y'all are really here with us, y'all would have seen that show. Y'all would have seen that show. And then that was one show. And then the other show, I got tore up, big baby. Yes, I did. The other show is with Shamrock Liquors. I mean, this whole thing was just a beautiful experience. It was so much fun. Let me see. Right now, see, I'm just going to show y'all like clips of it. Let me see what this one is. And I'm going to shout out because clearly y'all can't hear me and the thing at the same time. But see, I can't hear it.
I'm gonna get something wrong. We take a shot.
No, why I gotta be we?
We in this together. Hey,
damn.
So these are behind the
we in
scenes.
it. You said what?
Swap bottle.
I already did it.
Dang.
I was already. I was already on
How
it.
you gonna bring me in on this?
Look, we in this together. You know what I'm saying? And I asked you the question, you get it wrong. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Ask me stuff about over east. I'm an east side.
It's a general it's general Baltimore question.
Oh, all right, back.
Yeah, general Baltimore question.
You asked me.
However, we've only had two people maybe get like 2 or 3 of the questions right.
Okay.
So that was the first episode that dropped. That was with Randy, the owner of Shamrock Liquors. That was so much fun. That was some behind the scenes. Maybe I'll start uploading those and just let you guys see the behind the scenes just so you can get a gist of what it looks like, the time, the energy, and all the effort that has to go into preparing and making these shows. But needless to say, we be showing out on TikTok. I'm over there on TikTok on the tickety tock thing. And yeah, I don't know how to cure my back though. My back is killing me though. Oh, Crystal, I see you. Hold up, cause I got something to say. Crystal, I always mess up your name, girl. Let's say Crystal Tapacavo. Tapaco. You still here? But yeah, you guys, and if you guys hear any noise in the background, don't blame me. It's my mom. She don't have no show etiquette. Okay, the doors are closed. She knows I'm here for the people, and she's still like, well, girl, I'm gonna be on the phone. Also, we lost our puppy today. So it's been a pretty sad day over here. Well, it was brought here, but you know what I'm saying. But and yeah, so we sent out doggy to doggy heaven today. But I wanted what I'm looking for. I want to know if Crystal was still here. I see you on one thing, but I don't know if I see you on the other. Oh, Mike Jones, you here? You just showed up. But yeah, so I wanted to get into. Is there anything else I gotta get into? That's not y'all feel like y'all up to date. We went over the 2 shows. Go ahead, subscribe to those. Subscribe to the channel. Matter of fact, yeah, I'm about to put the link for the Shamrock Liquors. For the Shamrock Liquors in the comment. We had such a great time. And also, if you saw that show, and they're located on Bel Air Road, and if you ever need something to drink, head on over there, okay? And tell him your girl sent you, and you'll get a little treat. How about that? Y'all know y'all love a little sample of a little discounting McCounty County. So I'm excited about that as well. Hey, Mike Jones, I see y'all creeping on in. I'm not gonna be before you too long, but I want to get into the issues with Cam Newton, right? So I watched the interview. Did you guys watch the interview of Cam Newton? Because the one thing I'm learning is people will comment on stuff and then y'all won't watch it. And I know half of y'all ain't sit and watch that thorough 2-hour interview. Okay. And if you watched it, just go ahead and put it down in the chat. I felt like it was very educational. It was very telling. It was a lot going on. And I just feel like that Cam Newton is really a lot of the men today. I know y'all might disagree. I don't know. That's just me. But I do. So Cam Newton has done this thing where he said that he, is more afraid of, he has a fear of commitment and getting married, a fear of getting married more than, but he doesn't mind putting babies all over the place. So Dr. Bryant was trying to tell him that, what he's doing, he's creating broken homes. She just was trying to say, yeah, you're a high functioning man, but you got a little bit of low functioning stuff going on. Did you guys see that? You guys seen that? And share the live for me. Sorry, I'm multitasking. Hey, Charlie. I feel like I feel like Cam Newton is a lot of the men that today, but I do feel like there was a lot that you could learn from that. Surprisingly, I was surprised because I'm gonna go to this thing that I did in the group. So also, Cam Newton, I don't know. I got the name drop. So I was so shocked at Desmond because when Desmond be in a group, he usually be on his woman hater stuff. But this day in particular, Desmond woke up and he didn't choose chaos this particular day. So I was shocked where a lot of the men were calling Cam Newton out on his crap. So I like that. I'm trying to find a post in the group. A lot of them were calling Cam Newton out on that crap. But for the most part, they were like, they was paying it, okay? They weren't really trying to touch on the subject. Because I always find it strange, and you guys let me know, I always find it strange when men say that, let me find it, y'all. Let me find it because they had got quiet. But anyway, with the Cam Newton thing, I think that if you watch and you set to watch the 2-hour interview and you watched it to listen, to understand, and say hi to me when you get on in here so I can see you guys. Hey, coach. I feel like if you watched it just to listen to understand what's going on or listen to what she was saying, then you sat and you watched the 2 hours. But if you were listening with a judgmental ear and wanted to be responding, then you probably didn't listen to it. Okay, boom. Because now I can share my screen. Okay, now I can share the screen and show y'all. So with the Cam Newton thing, right? Cam Newton, he a lot of people were saying that he could do it because he has the money to take care of his children. So I'm learning that a lot of men feel as though as long as they are financially supplying for their kids, that is them taking care of their children. I don't know if it's because women has made it seem as if the monetary aspect of being a father substitutes the spending the time and being with the kid. I don't know. Thank God I'm out of that. I'm out of that lane. My baby is grown. Okay. But that's just been some of the things. You guys tell me, what you think. Hey, Brittany Longbottom. You guys tell me what you think. When did child support become like the substitute of a physical parent? But outside of that, Cam Newton, I feel like Cam Newton is very, very arrogant. I like Cam Newton though. Don't get me wrong. I like Cam Newton. He was cool. I don't really know much about him. I definitely could see how a woman could be attracted to how he carries himself, just his confidence and, all of that, depending on where you are. To me, I feel like Cam Newton speaks to the toxic. Oh, maybe I can speak for myself. I feel like that's what he gives a little bit. Hey, girl, how you doing? Did you watch the interview, Brittany, girl? I ain't seen you in a minute, girl. Hey, Tremenda, girl. Y'all say hi to me when y'all get here. Y'all just creeping on in. I got like 40 different devices. Let me pull y'all up over here so I can see who creeping in. Oh, no, because I need this screen. See, y'all gonna mess me up. You guys say hi to me so I know you in here. So with Cam Newton, so Desmond was like, well, shoot, he dressed like a weirdo. So y'all should have already known that something wasn't right with him. But I liked how he dressed. How he dressed doesn't bother me and things like that. But Cam Newton, I feel like Cam Newton is really broken. So when, I hear a lot of people always, for whatever reason, we've talked about it in the group a little bit while I was on vacay. So for whatever reason, people feel like a 2-parent household produced better children. Now I get it. I get that is this thing that everybody put in the group with this lady where she's like, single mothers, single parent households breed the worst children, whatever the case may be. I will disagree with that all the time, only because I know some single parent household who have some wonderful children, produce some wonderful kids, me being one of them, my mother doing it with 3. A lot of my friends, they're doctors, lawyers, hairstylists, business owners, and they were brought up in single parents households, superintendents for companies, CEOs. So I don't believe in that narrative. I think that a lot of the times with a lot of these statistics that they are only done in a certain area. You know what I mean? And then everybody don't even participate in them. But I believe everybody does it for the shock value of everything, right? Because I know some really good people who came out of single parent households. So Cam Newton comes from a 2-parent household and his father is like a bishop or a pastor or something like that, right? And then here you get to see that Cam Newton is a douche. Like, let's call it what it is. Cam Newton is the product of a 2-parent household. Oh, you said you saw some of it? What were your thoughts on it? See, I watched the whole 2 hours in its entirety, right? So Cam Newton is a product of a 2-parent household. Then when I asked in the group about it, people were like, well, pastors and preachers' kids are the worst children. I would love to get to the bottom line of that to see where that belief came from. I don't know. Maybe because you practicing the word and you pushing out the gospel that all hell breaks loose in your house for you to have to fight the battles to be able to tell the world how to get through. I don't know, but I would love to know where that whole preacher kids, pastor kids, and all that other worst kids. So they're saying preacher and pastor children are the worst children. And they're saying kids that grew up in single parent households are the worst children. And 2-parent household children are just like supposed to be these phenomenal children. However, I think it all kind of, you can't really just label it as that, because I know some people who've come from 2-parent households and it's like, baby, Some of y'all act like y'all came from a single parent house. Oh, okay. Let's just call it what it is. We're gonna call a thing. Okay. We're gonna. It kind of gave me the ick. What gave you the ick? So you saying that the interview kind of gave you the ick? So what did you watch? Did you only watch the clickbait stuff, or did you go? Well, you said you watched some of it, but I think you probably saw the snippet. The doctor was actually on there giving you some jewels. She was actually on there about telling you how to change some of your behavior, understand where some of your behavior and stuff like that is coming from. And she didn't give him no pass. However, he did try to. I could tell Cam Newton don't like no woman that like try to like challenge him. He don't like a woman with a voice. He don't really like a woman with a voice. But hey Nora Love, girl, we just showed the show and everything, you guys. Shout outs to her. She's here. She's the owner of Lovely Spa Overload. Lovely Overload Spa. I'm sorry, but it's popped me in the mouth. My brain going fast. But anyway, okay, so you said the thing with Cam Newton kind of icked you out. Well, for me, it was very telling, and it made me not like him. Brittany, it icked you out, but it made me look at him in a completely different eye, because it's like, oh my God, I could smell the arrogance. I could smell the I run the show all over him. Like, even with how he was speaking to her during some of the interview, like, let me finish this or blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? And he was like, oh, you got basically until I finish my cigar, because once I finish my cigar, I'm like no longer interested in the conversation. I mean, he just turned into a douche, but he let her do her thing. And I didn't know he was that tall. I love me a tall man. He's tall. I didn't know he was that tall. I swear I didn't. But that interview made me like, yeah, I can't even get with you. Because I thought he had a little bit of sense. And I think sometimes it depends, it goes against whomever he's up having a conversation with, right? Because the first time I ever saw Cam Newton, even knew anything about Cam Newton, you know, I'm not a football person, so don't shoot me. I'm not a sports girl. Was when I saw him talk to Krishan. And when he spoke to Krishan, I was very taken back, like, to see her in a different element, to see him have this conversation with him. I was like, oh, I can get with him if he's talking to people with this. But to see him speak to somebody that was extremely educated, knew who they were, confident, he was a different type of person. To me, that's what I got out of it. What you get out of it? To me, it was like he kind of had his chest out a little bit, but he was still trying to be nice. And then when she started talking about her preferences and what she said, he was trying to like tear her preferences, like what she wanted apart. Although she said some things that made me go, too. But overall, it was a great interview. So I think what it is, you know, and then on top of that, his baby mother, I don't know her name. Is it Jasmine or whatever? I guess she was like a little comedian or something. She in turns around and she goes live, right? He has 8 children by 4 different women. And I think the doctor was like, oh, I thought it was more than that, more baby mamas than that. Right, let me see. What you say, girl? I did only see a few clips while at work. Men that just want to spread their seeds everywhere with everyone just for the sake of having more children give me the ick. Yeah, you know, him and Nick Cannon are like kind of the same, but they're different. Because I watched Nick Cannon's too. They're the same, but they're different. See, Nick Cannon don't mind getting married. I don't know what's going on with him now. But see, Nick Cannon didn't mind getting married. I don't think Nick Cannon has found anyone else that he wants to marry, but he doesn't mind getting married. Cam Newton has a fear of getting married, but he don't mind putting his kids everywhere. But I would say, I don't even want to say in his defense, according to him in the interview, his kids live with him. His kids live with him. Because she was just trying to tell him, like, you're creating broken homes where these kids are. And he was like, well, my kids live with me. But then I'm here, like, it doesn't matter if they live with you or not. Their mother isn't present. You know, I'll go back and watch the whole thing since I only seen it. Yeah, you know, and I think you can watch it I feel like you can watch it in pieces if you wanted to watch it. But it was a very good, interview. She said a lot of things that I say. She said a lot of things that I was able to, you know, resonate with and that I know about just because I'm in that same little lane a little bit, not doing what she does, but I'm all about coaching you to be the best you. You know what I mean? And so after she did that, right, his baby mother goes on live. And this is what I did, and this is clear to me. This was clear to me. Make sure you guys give me a heart and a thumbs up so I know you here, right? This was clear to me that she felt the need to come and address it because you just popped up this man baby, right? How old is this baby? Let's see. And how would you guys feel? Like, how would you feel if you popped out a baby or if you put a baby in somebody and then they said, oh, okay, see, I don't know nothing about him. So the baby is like 17 months. Okay. No, what is her name? Hold on, this might be old. What the baby mama name is? His eighth child, girlfriend Jasmine. All right, he got his eighth child. Oh, you know what? I can share this with y'all. Oh, shoot. Yeah, because we're going to do this together. We're going to figure this out. We're going to go through this together. Share my screen. Entire screen. Share. This one. All right. So she is y'all see it. She got an eighth child with yo. Okay. Apparently she did this entire, I guess she's like an Instagram personality or whatever the case may be, and she was like a comedian. And on her platform, she always, hi Miss Nancy, on her platform, she always talked about women having kids with multiple people, right? Or giving a guy kids that had multiple mothers, this and the third, apparently. And I only got this from what she said. So apparently this is what she did, right? She would talk about. So while she was pregnant, she went on like did a comedy show and said, yeah, I know I used to talk all that smack, but it's different when she said, when the six-figure nigga put pressure on you. And you know, the crowd laughed. I'm trying to find out how old this baby is. And you know, the crowd went and laughed or whatever the case may be. So she basically was saying that, you know, it's different when the person who you pop out a baby with, if he got a whole bunch of kids and a whole bunch of baby mothers, if he got some money, you can do it. And these is her words, not mine. Well, I'm summing up her words. You understand? How old is this baby? Oh, okay, so here we go. This is him. So, you know, this is them or whatever the case may be. Let me find out how old is that baby. Now that I know her name, how old is Jasmine Brown baby with this Newton guy? Okay. Because I don't think it's been a year. It's been a year. Has it been a year? So anyway, so you know, I think that this just goes to prove it's just gonna be the same damn article. Okay, so it's her first child. Who the hell did she have this baby? Yo, is this Cam Newton and all them damn kids? Oh, yo, this is Cam Newton and all his kids. Yo, looking at this picture just give me a headache. The little baby is missing. Yo, and then let me tell you this. I take my hat off to the women that are able to do the blended family thing because I could never. I wouldn't even know what that looked like for me. Stepmother just doesn't sit right with me. It doesn't flow with my aura. All right, so this is him. All right, with all his kids. But this little baby, I don't know, Pooted. We're gonna say Pooted. So she has a little baby. So he did what he did when he went online and he was like, he was not he doesn't want to get married. He's still looking, hey, Miss Joyner girl. He's still looking for the right person to get married. He hasn't found that. He has this fear of getting married, but he wants more children. He said he doesn't care where they come from. He just wants them. So by him saying that he doesn't care where they come from and that he just wants them, right? The baby mama Jasmine, she came to Instagram and she was like, I love serving. I want to play the video, but I don't know if y'all will be able to hear it. She was like, I love serving my family, the kids. My mother told me I was put here to serve. She's a different nationality. I want to say she's like Spanish or something. She's something. Hold on. Let me remove this till I find it for y'all. Because she said all this. So when she was saying more of that, I was like, oh, girl, I understand why you just okay with, being a stepmom and popping out all these, well, not, look at me, about to say she popping out all these babies, popping out babies, and you okay with being with him. She was like, she is, her mom told her she was put here to serve. She gets joy out of serving her family. She gets joy out of seeing the family happy and eating and things like that. And so I just, I just feel that it comes down to the fact that with what she was saying, I could hear what she wasn't saying either, because she is somebody who wants to get married. So to have this man's kids and he publicly say that he doesn't want to get married, but he want to have more kids while you home with the kids, I wouldn't know how that felt. I wouldn't know how to take that. I don't even know if I would have been able to continue the relationship. Could y'all have continued the relationship? I just don't know. But it gives, girl, do what you gotta do to get a man. That's what it gives. Cam Newton, what is she? She's an American actress, stand-up comedian, host, model, and social media influencer. But it's not telling me where she's from. She's from Tacoma Park, Maryland. I did not know that. She grew up in West Palm Springs Beach, but I don't care about that. What is she? Because she said it on her live. I know she's an American, but what is she? Either way, she's something. She's something. I can't remember. I don't like doing it around with that. You said that's a no? That's a no? So if he would have said that to the world, you would leave, huh, Diva? One thing about you, Miss Joyner girl, you got some standards, okay? Okay. Okay, she's biracial, but they ain't saying exactly. But she said, I'm such and such. She said she was something. Anyway, she just was like, her mom said that she's here to serve. She was saying she loves serving. And you said absolutely. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I really come from the whole, you either stand for something or you'll fall for anything. And I don't ever want to be down on my luck and be that desperate for a relationship that I'm able to allow this man to humiliate me publicly, privately or thank you. Look at this. Jamaican and Trinidad. Thank you, Shanita. Girl, shout outs to y'all for being technical support tonight. Because I'm like, this internet over here is lying to me. All right, so she's Jamaican and Trinidad. You know, so she was saying that that's what she liked to do. And we all know like those different type of cultures, that's what they're into, right? But yeah, it just gives. So I was sitting around today while I was on break and I was just thinking and I was like, damn, you know, I felt compassion for her because I'm like, we now live in a culture and we live in a culture where it definitely seems like people are going with the society norms, normalizing anything. And I don't know, I definitely feel like I would want to know that you felt this way. How about y'all? I feel like how he acted on that interview, it gives she knew this, but it gives even more that he probably ain't tell her that part. I just can't foresee somebody saying, okay, I want to be the 8th baby mother. I mean, I want to have the 8th child and be happy about that. And I don't have any kids. If I didn't have any kids, I'm gonna try to pick the dude that don't have any kids to give him kids. Or I would, if she wanted to have kids with a dude who already had kids, girl, you could at least been the 3rd baby or something. You know what I'm saying? But number 8, Andre saying, and leave her and marry the next one. Okay, that'd be the key. Whole time Andre, that be the key. He be done left her and married the next one. I just don't know how I would feel about that. And she didn't even address anything on there because she used to go live all the time. Now that she got with him, she had that baby. She don't even go live no more. But she just was saying she loves serving the family and things like that. She never even addressed the fact that Cam Newton sat here and said to this doctor that was telling him, hey, yeah, you are a high functioning man, but you got some dysfunction. You know, you out here just doing stuff. You're not able to physically be a father and be present in these kids' lives. You are creating broken homes, which lead to other brokenness. And we all have levels of broken that we're willing to deal with. You got your own level of broken you're willing to deal with. I have my own level of broken that I'm willing to deal with. And we all are striving to go to be better each day. At least I would like to hope. After she had 8, 9, and 10, he be the left and married the next one. But wait, so that led me to my point, right? There are a lot of men who feel, and they voice it daily in the group, right? That women, let me go to the post. It says, come on, because I had it. They feel that women that have kids should not are not like suitable to be in relationships. But what I'm seeing too, a lot of the men who feel these ways be in relationships with women that have multiple children. I just be human being. And I be trying to keep my mouth shut. Because we expose it all and tell nothing. So when I comment under posts, I'm very neutral. Okay. But I be like, I just be wanting to know, does your girlfriend know you feel that way? Does your wife know you feel that way? Okay, here. Shallow, people be saying anything. And do, girl, and do. So y'all probably can't see that. They definitely do. You probably can't see that. But this post, it says, I have a question for the men. Now, I was looking for the men who had, mind you, they were all loud on a post previous before this one. So I was looking for them to come to this for us to have a discussion and just let's bring it all to the table. That part, dysfunction at its highest. If you are a man who believes in poom poom management, because y'all know Kevin Samuels got them still talking about women have poor poom poom management when you have at least 2 children and you aren't married. right? How do you date, marry, or get into a relationship with a woman that has multiple children and multiple fathers? If you feel this way, if this is something you have expressed, is this something you have expressed to your partner? Some men are better stepfathers than they are actual fathers to their own children. I'm curious as to how is that possible if you believe women have poor poom poom management, right? Now I'm not gonna lie, it was like pulling teeth, but I got the one. Like we already know Mike Jones is a douchebag. I love you, Mike, but we already know you a douchebag. We got the one. I mean, y'all gotta go check this post out. Because I was like, hey, I wanted women to respond if you wanted to chime in too. And when I tell y'all they was beating, I think the Love Below, you was on there, girl. They was beating all around the mulberry bush. Yes, they were. I mean, one guy ended up talking about how he was such a phenomenal man. I was like, thanks for sharing, but you didn't answer the question. The only one who was like honest after he talked a little bit, I believe it was, look, y'all, it's so many replies. I believe it was William Mosley. And he was like, the answer is they shouldn't. He was the only man that said, if you feel like this about women, if you feel like women have poor poom poom management and you shouldn't be with people who have other children and multiple fathers, you shouldn't even be in a relationship with a woman that got children. And you shouldn't even marry a woman that has children. And I'm like, exactly. They really don't know what they want. And I was waiting for one in particular to show up. I didn't even go lie because I was going to bust his whole bubble because he got a girlfriend and got a whole bunch of children. And he feels this way. So I just wanted to have that conversation with an inside source. Sometimes you got to go to the source to connect to it. But then I think it all goes back to what Shanita said. People just be on here saying anything. Charles says you don't just deal with them. Every woman in a relationship, every woman is not relationship material. He said only women that push for stepfathers are single mothers. So single mothers are the only ones that push for stepdads. And why is that? Real men know being a stepfather is a cleanup job with no benefits. Yikes, right? And yet I get scrutinized because I say I don't want a man with no children. I want a man with no children. So he says he's only met 2 women with kids that had realistic standards. I don't think if he ever went into their standards, so they feel like women with children don't really have realistic standards. But then this other guy showed up, shout out to him, Wayne Taylor. He said it's an excuse to not take her seriously. He's dealing with her for now because he likes, loves, or needs her, but doesn't want to attach himself to that kind of situation permanently. Your partner is a reflection of you, and most people don't want to be represented by someone with a dirty past. I felt like that was a great answer. You understand? Hey, Carlson. Hey, Brandon. This man showed up and he answered it. But the other ones, oh my God. The other ones was like, well, baby mama's got the best poom poom. He said, I also think if women knew how much good men value them, there would be way less poom poom given out to losers. And I get that too, because the one thing I have learned and that I've been seeing, y'all, is that poom poom really run the world. And once you tap into that power and you know that, you will stop with the foolishness and giving it up to these losers, as he said. And then I'm gonna get to y'all comments. So where's the other one? So Mike says, stepfather is the most underrated position. Why would any man in his right mind choose that position? You are 1,000% right. There are no benefits for being a stepdad. This is the type of stuff that make you go, No, girl, I don't need you to tread. I don't need you to tread lightly, girl. I need you to be here, girl. We just the first night back. I missed y'all. I've been dying to talk about this. And so I'm always doing social experiments in the group, like I said, and just to see, and honestly, I don't understand. I don't think people really. He said, only reason I can think of is he's sterile or one sexy, gently used baby mother. You and I both know why stepdads become stepdads, and it's not a wholesome reason. Girl, but like, come on, I'm here with you. We here with you. Come on, bring it full circle, girl. Bring it full circle. So you see what I'm saying? So I remember Humana used to always say all the time. She was like, "Girl, your group." Like I love like when the guys talk because we had a bunch. Y'all ran some of them away years ago, but was always like, "Hey, they really let you see how they feel." But then it goes back to what Shanita said, because it's like people be saying anything you don't even know if they mean it. But to me, this is like, how would you feel? Because a lot of them don't even be putting their significant others in the group too. How would you feel if you in your relationship and your partner is in candy coated, which is no judgment? We can express ourselves here. If they felt this way, I wouldn't know how to feel if I'm dealing with someone and they feel this way and I fall into this category. Because what about the woman who becomes a widow and she had children with her husband? It then makes you have to break it down in so many different things. Which needs that they worried about the wrong thing. I be wanting to deal with the kids more than the parents. Girl, you must got the patience of Eve, girl. I can't do it. I'd rather deal with the parents. Brittany said, if you feel that way about being a stepfather, then you definitely shouldn't be dating women with the kids. So this is what I'm saying. I guess it's just, maybe they just show up and they talk like that online just for entertainment purposes. Because most of them, I ain't gonna say all, most of them are with women who have children. So that's why I'm like, hey, how do you feel about this? How are you able to do that? And you feel this way. And I know Raquel. Like Raquel said she would leave. I know her. I know she would. She'd have left people for less. You understand? Like, but I don't really think that a lot of women would leave. I really don't. And some can barely leave behind things that are serious, more serious than this. So I don't think him saying he don't want to marry you or he don't want to have no kids or you got poor poom poom management. I really don't think him telling you that is going to make you leave. What y'all think? I do. Kids can be changed. I don't think adults can. Ooh. So you don't think people can? So you only think kids are able to change? That's a whole nother topic. That's interesting. Girl, that's a whole nother discussion. Yes, everything ain't for everybody, but one might tolerate, the next won't. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So then Shanita, to me, that is when like self-worth comes in. Because if you feel this way, and I know and I'm aware that you feel this way, I'm now concerned about leaving my child in a house with you. I'm now concerned about when my child is talking to you, like, hey, Mr. Such and such, such and such, how this was my day. Da, 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 da. Are you extremely annoyed? Because we already know that men who actually produce the children do their little bang banging, when the relationship ends, they usually end their relationship with the children because they love the mother. Their love for the kid is based upon the relationship with the mother. You know what I'm saying? You can still, you can still hit it and quit it. You'll still give us some money. But the minute she cut that off, it's like, I ain't giving you nothing and I ain't coming to get little man. Okay. I live by this. Okay, that's old school. You said my mama said he only got to tell you one time he don't want you. Listen, that's a whole other subject. Y'all coming through, Shanita, y'all coming through with the next topics for me to discuss, because that is so true. I tell my daughter the same thing. You don't never let nobody tell you more than one time they do not want you. They do not want you. Whether it's them disrespecting you, whether it's them treating you any kind of way, whether it's them out here running around in the street, whatever it may be. And I just know that when you don't fully, love yourself, and a lot of people can't admit it, when you don't fully love yourself and you don't really understand your power and who you are and what you really deserve, because it just goes down to what you really deserve. You don't let nobody treat you any kind of way. When you know your worth and you putting that work in and you're striving for better, you don't let your friends treat you no kind of way. You don't let your job treat you no kind of way. You go with nobody. You understand? You don't let anybody treat you any kind of way. So this, I really love this, Ms. Jordan, because I say that all the time. People show you in their actions. And me coming from, Shanita, I'm that changed human you don't believe in. That I've put the work in, for the last 8 years or so is when I began to change. I didn't catch it and start changing until I was 30. When I turned 30, it clicked. I was aware of it at 28 and 29. I was still battling, but I went ahead and said, let me try this thing. And when I tell you, baby, even the friendships that came to an end, whether they were one-way friendships, the just dealing with the trash dudes. And I said this on TikTok, because I be on TikTok, because I tell everything on TikTok. TikTok is more raw. But I don't even want to say trash, because I said that on TikTok. They're not trash. People who just, because I always say they were good for somebody who wanted that in a person. I don't want that in a person. You know what I mean? And I'm able to look at the people I've dealt with and be like, girl, you must have really been going through something. So I laugh, and I love the fact that I'm able to see the things that I did in order to, get to where I am today. So it's just but I can admit and say I didn't know my worth. I remember I was on the phone with one of my friends, and he was like, whatever he's focusing me. And I'm like, yes, I'm over here doing this, and I got to do this, and I'm doing this exercise, and this and this. And you know what I discovered? And he was like, yo, you really be over there putting the work in to be better, to change, to understand. I'm like, yeah, why not? I can't do this. I can't be a life coach and not be coaching and not be lifing and doing the stuff. Before you could do anything, before you could teach a coaching by, you got to be your first best student. So I was like, yeah. He was like, oh, wow. You really do it. I'm like, yeah, I really do it. And that's the other thing. I've been saying it to TikTok too. I think I said to you too. I'm working on 2 more books. So I'm excited about that. And stuff like that. But I didn't always know my worth either. And I could tell you I didn't always know my worth, because I could tell you what I dealt with. And of course, when you are doing something, you're going to have some stragglers, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have a little bit of stragglers, and people are going to come along. But that's when you got to work. You got to work it. I can't wait to tell you about this one test that I passed with flying colors. It was so much fun. And then when you pass them, you'd be like, oh, this was cool. Everyone don't want to get married. I'm not sure if I want to. Okay. Why you don't want to get married? I believe that too. Everyone does not want to get married, and for whatever reason, society make it seem as if you're single and you don't want to be married, that there is something wrong with you. But what I can tell you is, I know more married people with issues that don't even need to be married than the single people I know. Okay, for real. Um, and I think we forget about that though. Like everyone doesn't want to get married. She said, and let me be transparent. I had a terrible stepfather, and that's the reason I am the way I am. Okay. So you had a terrible stepfather. So I wonder if he fell into this category as to what these guys over here were talking about. Maybe he was just in it for your mother. You know what I mean? Because this is what I'm getting from them, that they were just in it for the mom. And that's another question. I'll ask that in the group. I'm going to do a poll on that to see too. If you are a step parent and the relationship ends or the marriage ends, are you still going to be that step parent, or do you say no? Okay, he was, yeah. So that, it's sorry to you that you had to experience that, for real. But I'm glad that you're here, because you help me to have more clarity into this post, because I'm like, I don't want to believe that people really feel that way. But by you saying, hey, they do, I experienced it, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. And you were an only child. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Like, was he just not a good role model? You don't have to go in detail if you don't want to. Was he not a good role model? Did he not like take you out for like ice cream? Did he not try to tell you about relationships? Or was he just like the stepfather that just was there, but he wasn't there? Let me take this down. I want to see if I can find something else. Like, tell me, oh, there you guys are. Okay, he was a bad person. Okay, yeah. Yeah, and it's unfortunate that people do get into relationships with people and they feel this way. This is why I don't understand how, and I think in those instances, you know, the women doesn't usually leave. The women doesn't usually leave. Like, did your mom leave him right away, or was it just like a, hey, I see? Because this happens too. Where kids will see that their parents are happy, so they don't want to, not let their parents not be unhappy, and you would keep what's going on to yourself, mean and emotionally and physically abusive. Okay, yeah, he was a douche. It's almost kind of like people treat their kids one way and treat somebody else as another one. You had a great and present dad that married my mother and took care of us. Still don't know about marriage for me. Okay. Society says to stay. Family be telling you to stay in toxicity too. Yeah. It does, and I think that comes through Love Below. I think that comes from everybody, saying that, when you're in a relationship, like, you got to fight for it, you got to do it. No, you don't, because the Bible says something completely opposite. Because God says anything that's for you is going to come to you easily and effortlessly, and you don't got to fight for nothing. I think people get a lot of that stuff mixed up. Like, relationships are going to go through their ups and downs, and people are going to have their issues. But we don't got to be beating on each other, cursing each other out, calling each other out their names. Disrespecting each other, taking the business to the internet, because that happens today. A lot of these people break up and then it ends right on up on the internet. No, she didn't. Okay, so no, she didn't leave, or no, she didn't. She stayed. No, she stayed, or no, she didn't. One of them. And now he tries to be kind because they're no longer together, but he never apologized for the abuse. Oh, okay. So it's probably one of those things too. You know how when people get up in their old and they get up in their old age and they start thinking about all the jacked up stuff they did. I guess they trying to call it the freedom to redemption. Oh, didn't leave until I was in college. Okay. And that's good too. So did you like hold that against your mother at all? Like did that affect you? Did that affect you? Because you know, some people will hold a grudge. And then sometimes it's like we really don't never know what our parents had to go through or what our parents was dealing with either. You know what I mean? And you know, maybe too, like maybe mama, maybe she, maybe she was lonely for a long time. You know, we just never know. But I know that we also don't like to have those uncomfortable conversations either. And then a lot of times I know like our parents can have selective amnesia. I did, but therapy had to bring it to the forefront. Okay. Well, I'm glad. Shout outs to you for going to therapy and really working it out. At least you recognized you had a problem and you didn't. Did you bleed on people? Because I know when I was going through and I didn't know my worth and I was just dealing with anything, even in the process of it, I bled on some people. I ain't gonna lie. Your girl broke a couple parts. You understand? Well, it wasn't on purpose. But then I turn around and I see why I broke them little hearts because they be some, you know what I'm saying? But let's see. I'm a what about me person. You're not doing to me what you don't want me to do to you. Yes. You sound like you have a little tick for tack spirit. You got a little tick for tack spirit up in you to love below. Oh, okay. You stop being toxic so you don't do toxic. Oh, okay, because Miss Shanita said, if I can find it, no people can, but most don't. That most people don't change. I appreciate you guys for tuning in tonight. She said a little bit. I knew it. I sensed it. I felt that little. I felt you had a little tick for tack spirit up in you, girl. It was heavy on me. Okay. I was in therapy while at Chesapeake. Oh, okay. Look at me. I would have never known. Look. But even still with that, even with you being up there, you were a great role model because I will say that you would talk to the young ladies. That's why I said the kid, I get how society is today with the teacher and all that let the kids braid his hair. I don't know. I didn't look at it with a side eye. And again, I guess I don't have that, but I didn't have a bad experience either because we used to always touch your hair, girl, up there in the hallway. We always used to touch your hair and your clothes to try to eat your lunch and all that type of stuff. And it was never taken that way. Like you used to take us home. You used to talk to us about relationships and all of that stuff. So I don't know. That's why I said to you when all that was going on, I was like, well, good thing they had no cameras when we was out, Miss Jordan, because girl, you'd been fired. And you are an actual teacher that actually care about the kids. And the kids actually listen to you. Like they really did. You used to always have that little mean, serious face. Somebody would be trying to joke with you, you'd be like, don't play with me. It was kind of like, you didn't have any kids, but we was your kids. We knew what that look meant. You know what I'm saying? Although I always got the girl, stop fighting speech. I don't really get the little look speech. I'm like, which one of you? Like, I already know. Them girls know you'll beat them up and don't care about it. Yes, you did. I really cared for you all. You did. That's what I said. I was trying to bleed positivity. And that, you know what, and that's what I do now. Like I bleed positivity. I bleed it on everything, on everybody. And it feels different. And I also know that before I get out of here that sometimes people can only give out what's going on with them. You know what I mean? And a lot of these kids that are out here running around fighting and all of that, I'm like, they got some pain up in them. They got some anger up in them. And not like today. School just been in down in Georgia at a high school. 2 people dead and 4 injured. Like, what is going on? What is going on already? School ain't been in 15 minutes. And y'all already shot up school. Oh, thank you. I'm very proud of me too, girl, because I did not think that I had no idea I would be this today. Do you hear me? Wasn't even thinking about it. Ain't ever thought about it, ain't know about it, but I truly love what I do and who I become. And you know, I want to encourage everybody, stay in your power, stand in your power, know who you are. Don't just accept anything just because your bed might be lonely. You know, don't let this man disrespect you. I don't understand how people come on the internet, write pages, essays about their friends. I mean, about their husbands or girlfriends or boyfriends. Knowing people going to screenshot it. I'm people. No, people going to screenshot it. And then you turn around and you stay with them. And then you be with them. And then you give them kids. And then you marry them. And they be like, you don't even care. They just be like, look at this foolishness going off on over here. You know, I was truly wearing a mask. And that's the thing, you know, we always have to put some type of mask on because you had to deal with kids all day, some bad kids all day. And I just, you know, shout outs to you again for doing the work, wanting to do the work. Congratulations on the engagement. I was so shocked about that. Like, ooh. The diva finally said yes. Because you'll say no real quick, okay? You better not. You'll be like, yeah, this was cool. This was fun. I'm so glad we had this time together. But the answer is no. You know, but honestly, the more you grow and the more you do the work on yourself, you have no idea how strong you are, how powerful you are, how phenomenal you are, how worthy you are. You know, you just gotta know it, and don't let nobody out here or these social media people hold you to your past, because we all have one. We all have a past. We all have one. Oh, I missed that. Yes, girl. I know. I hope so too. I hope so too. I didn't get to make it to Denise's wedding. She had invited me to her wedding. Her wedding was in Jamaica. But I hope I can let me know ahead of time when you know the time. Because girl, I'm gonna be there for that. I'm gonna do my damnedest to be there for that. Definitely. She said, thanks, Britt. Yes. So, you know, ultimately, I'm just excited. I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be back. I hadn't had to do my makeup in a long time. I hadn't had to do, in a long time. I'm just glad to be back. We are here. I'm still working on some things. I am in the process of opening up my check your mail. Okay, I sure will. I haven't gotten anything today though. I am in the process of opening up the one-on-one sessions again for some coaching and just one-on-one, whether it's business, whether it's how to get started, where to start, things you want to do. Because I miss doing that. I haven't had a one-on-one since May. I miss doing that. So because I had closed out all the books, I took down the websites and everything else. Also, if you love the content, if you would like to continue to support, you can join the Patreon, and then you also can follow me on TikTok. Come over to TikTok because I go live on TikTok. And I think I usually go live on TikTok on the weekend, but I think I decided I'm going to start going live after the show on Wednesdays. So I might be getting ready to go over there on TikTok because TikTok helped me come up with a dance. But yeah, you know, I just want to encourage everybody. Continue to be great. Continue to do what you do. Don't allow people to disrespect you. Know your worth and know what you deserve. Go after your dreams and just keep on striving to be the best you that you can be. And we are back, folks. And I will see you guys next week. Make sure you share the show. Please share the show. I don't have a campaign behind me yet. You guys are my mini business partners. So you can share the show, tell a friend, join the subscribers. Oh, we have 833 subscribers on the YouTube channel now. Shout outs to everybody who subscribed. Thank you guys for that. And I'll see you guys next week. And some of you, I'll see you tonight on TikTok. Bye.